It's been many years since I started calling California my home, and I traveled through most of it, but never been to Sacramento, even though this is where California began. And in the spirit of my decision to get to know my state and my country, I am off to explore the wild, wild west of California. Well, welcome to Old Sacramento, a fantastic 28 acres of our beloved California's history. And the fun part is that California was never a territory, it was always a state, and Sacramento was here from very beginning, and it was quite a trip. So, but first things first, please subscribe and like and share this channel with your friends. I travel to different states of United States and explore nature, life, and culture of each destination and share my experiences with you, and the goal is to explore all 50 states. Old Sacramento, a National Historic Landmark, was built at the beginning of Gold Rush. It is a business district of 1850s with a beautiful riverfront and many historic buildings. Only a few miles from Old Sacramento and the riverfront, there's Sutters Fort, where California, as we know it, has begun. So John Sutter, a Swiss pioneer, persuaded Mexican government to grant him these lands, and he established Colony Nueva Helvetia in New Switzerland. And he built this fort, which became a center of the community. Using labor of local Native Americans, he grew the hospitality industry, provided employment to traders, trappers, and immigrants. Sutter was basically the father, the judge, the priest, the feeder, rescuer. He was everything for the community. In 1848, one of his carpenters discovered gold here. So they tried to keep it a secret, but at some point secret leaked, and all of the workers and residents of the fort abandoned it in a flash. And then before they knew it, about 80,000 people moved to the area, and everything in the fort was either destroyed or looted. And John Sutter eventually moved to a farm not too far away from here, but some of the people that he used to punish, they ended up burning down his entire house, and he moved to DC trying to get some kind of redress, but all they did for him was a little bit of money, and they gave some counties in the Bay Area and streets his name. I was trying to figure out, people hated Sutter quite a lot, and I realized that it's basically on one hand, Native Americans were treated completely different from the immigrants, so that was one hand. But then why would US government would not be so nice to him? And then, well, basically Mexican government, when they allowed him to come and have this land, they were trying to work with him as an investor. But for US, they already captured it. They had nothing, they could care less about who John Sutter is and what he did. And in 2020, his statue in front of Sutter's Hospital was removed because of his treatment of Native Americans back in 1800s. Famous Tower Bridge. It was completed in 1935, and to announce to the world that it's been completed, they sent out 100 pigeons to spread the news. And the bridge basically is connecting East Sacramento and West Sacramento, and the bridge throughout the years gone through a lot of renovation. And I have to say, I noticed that Sacramento probably has been growing so much throughout all these years. Everything is in Sacramento, including Capitol. Everything is in Sacramento, has been going through so much renovation. They're still growing, so they're still doing renovations. But the bridge is basically the focal point of this town, and we're gonna also see it at night because it's just so beautiful. The city of Sacramento was named after Sacramento River, and Sacramento River was named by a Spanish officer who called it Santísimo Sacramento, which means, from Spanish, the most holy sacrament. It is for sure a hard-working river. It's more than 400 miles long and supports over 2 million acres of prime agricultural land. But of course, every good comes with a bad, and floods were always a problem here. It brought so much devastation, and that's the reason why they raised the streets. People learned to control the floods and enjoy the benefits of the river. It has 600 kinds of fish, and also salmon swims up Sacramento River on their way back to the waters where they spawn. How on earth do they find their way up to their homes? I don't know. And of course, fish here is always on the menu, and one of the gems in Old Sacramento, Old Sac like they call it, is railroad fish and chips. I know, every food I get here, it comes out of ovens in my plate, so it's hot. Oh my gosh. There's... Okay, you gotta I'm thinking. Okay, there's the shrimp too. So flaky. They make their own batter here. It's delicious, and this is definitely one of the gems of Old Sacramento. By the railroad fish and chips, there's of course a railroad station and fascinating railroad museum. Railroad industry played a huge part in growth of Sacramento. Here in Old Sac, you're truly immersed into old times. Many buildings are historic and have original elements, and atmosphere is quirky and adventurous. As the night falls, Old Sac turns on million lights. The colors and reflections are so pretty, and they're everywhere. People are enjoying shops and drinks and dancing right on the street, and games are a lot of fun. And Sacramento River, dressed in lights, is absolutely stunning. The trip was very unexpected. I kind of thought, maybe my bad, could be, but I kind of expected just capital, nothing really happening here. There's no life outside of politics, but boy was I wrong. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and please like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and here's my handle, and all the links are in the description, and including the links to the videos that I shot, other videos I shot here in Sacramento. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.